If I had to trace the exact moment my English changed, it was not in a classroom, not in an expensive course, and not in front of a teacher. It was in silence, inside my own room, through a simple daily habit that slowly rebuilt everything from zero. When I look back at the days when I couldn't express myself in English, I don't feel embarrassment anymore. I feel gratitude because that struggle became my greatest teacher. There was a time when I stayed silent in gatherings, not because I had nothing to say, but because I couldn't find the right English words. My mind was full of ideas, emotions, and thoughts, but my tongue felt locked. I would watch others speak confidently and wonder if English was something I was simply not meant for. But everything started to change when I asked myself one simple question. If others can speak English, why can't I? That question didn't just inspire me, it rewired my thinking. I realized English was never about talent or luck. It was about consistent daily practice, discipline, and patience. I didn't go to any expensive institute or English-speaking school. I built my English quietly from my own room, using nothing but curiosity, consistency, and effort. Every morning I made a small promise to myself. Learn something new today. That single habit slowly became the foundation of my transformation. I understood that English is not just a language, it is a skill, and every skill grows through repetition, patience, and passion. My journey began with listening. I watched English motivational videos, podcasts, and speeches every day. Not to understand every word, but to feel the rhythm, tone, and natural flow of the language. At first, it was difficult, but I stayed consistent, and gradually my mind began recognizing patterns, phrases, and expressions without translation. Since I had no speaking partner, I became my own. I stood in front of a mirror and spoke about my day, my dreams, and my thoughts. I learned a powerful truth. Speaking English is not about perfection, it is about expression. I made mistakes again and again, but I never stopped speaking, and with every sentence, my confidence grew. Alongside speaking, I developed a habit of writing daily about my feelings, lessons, and gratitude. And without memorizing grammar rules, I started understanding them naturally through practice. I also read aloud every night, which improved my pronunciation, fluency, and rhythm. Slowly, English stopped feeling like a subject and started becoming a part of me. I surrounded myself completely with English. My phone, social media, playlists, everything became English-based. I watched movies with subtitles and gradually reduced my dependency on them. I trained my mind to think in English by describing simple things around me, and that small habit changed everything. Because once you start thinking in English, speaking becomes effortless. I stopped chasing a perfect accent and focused on clarity. I recorded my voice, listened to my mistakes, and improved step by step. I realized confidence doesn't come from knowing every word. It comes from speaking without fear, using the words you already have. Today, when I speak confidently, I remember those silent efforts, talking to my mirror, writing alone, and listening every single day. Progress was never instantly visible, but it was always building in silence. And if you are learning English from home, start small. 10 to 15 minutes a day is enough. Speak one sentence, write one paragraph, read one page, and listen carefully. Improvement will not come overnight, but it will come steadily and permanently. Because English is not about where you study, it is about how consistently you practice when no one is watching. And one day, when you finally speak without fear, you will realize that it was never just practice. It was transformation.